I remember the exact moment everything started to crumble. It was 3 days before the wedding, and my phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. You deserve to know. She's not who you think she is. My chest tightened. My fingers shook as I stared at the screen, trying to make sense of it. At first, I convinced myself it was a prank, someone trying to ruin our big day. But gnawing unease settled in that I couldn't shake. Over the next few days, I tried to ignore the feeling, telling myself I was just being paranoid. But subtle things started creeping in. Her phone would light up, and she'd move it like it was a ticking time bomb. Calls she said she forgot about became suspiciously frequent. The way she laughed at her screen sometimes, then immediately became distant when I looked, fell off. I questioned myself first. Was I overthinking? Was I imagining the cracks? But deep down, a voice I couldn't silence whispered that something was wrong. The day before the wedding, the unease became unbearable. I was helping with the final arrangements when I noticed her bag left on the bedroom floor. A notification flashed, a message preview from a man I didn't know. My heart stopped. I didn't read it at first, too scared of confirming the truth. But my curiosity, or maybe my desperation, won. The words burned into me. Can't wait to see you tonight. Don't worry about him. Everything fell apart in that instant. Memories I trusted, the late-night conversations, the whispered promises, even the tender smiles, suddenly felt like rehearsed lies. I wandered through our apartment in a daze, trying to reconcile the woman I loved with the one texting another man behind my back. My hands shook, my thoughts scattered. I wanted to scream, to beg for an explanation, to understand how the person I trusted the most could betray me so completely. By the time the rehearsal dinner arrived, I had made a decision. I couldn't let her deceit slide. Not now, not ever. The hotel ballroom buzzed with laughter and clinking glasses. Family and friends moved about, blissfully unaware. I watched her in her dress, radiant and smiling, and felt a wave of anger so intense it nearly overpowered the heartbreak. I had loved her with everything I had, and now the betrayal was a public weight pressing down on me. When the moment came, I didn't yell. I didn't attack. I stood, heart hammering, and calmly addressed everyone in the room. I need to say something. I began. The room fell silent, curiosity and unease mixing in the air. I held up her phone. I don't know if she thought I wouldn't see this, but she's been seeing someone else. And I think everyone deserves to know before any vows are exchanged. Gasps filled the room. Her face went pale, her hands trembling. She opened her mouth, probably to deny it, but the truth was already there on the screen for everyone to see. I felt a strange clarity in that moment, a mixture of sorrow, anger, and liberation. I wasn't proud of making her humiliation public, but I refused to let her betray me in silence. She cried. I stayed calm. For the first time, I saw her not as the woman I loved, but as someone capable of profound deceit. And for the first time, I truly felt the weight lift off my shoulders, even if it was bitter and painful. I left that night, not as a broken man, but as someone reclaiming his dignity. The following weeks were a blur of quiet reflection. Memories that once made me smile now stung, but they also taught me who I was, and who I wouldn't allow myself to be. I learned that love without trust is hollow and that heartbreak, however raw, can be a catalyst for strength. Months later, I walked past our favorite coffee shop alone, breathing in the smell of roasted beans and sunlit streets, and I realized something profound. Betrayal had shattered a dream, but it hadn't shattered me. I was still whole, still capable of loving, still capable of life. And this time, I would never let someone diminish my worth again.